All right, so we will be doing the presentation of our magazine on Carhartt, and our brand extension will be Carhartt Renewed. So just an introduction to Carhartt. It is a family-owned business originating in 1889 in Detroit. Working in a small loft with two sewing machines, their first company-owned garments were made. Not skipping one beat, Carhartt brand began to grow in popularity, spreading infrastructure in almost 10 new cities within a single generation, becoming the garments of America by supporting and creating uniforms for United States soldiers in World War I and II. Carhartt made not only a solid reputation, but also strong brand image for resilient and consistent clothing. Carhartt was created for blue-collar jobs, supporting heavily durable trousers, overalls, coveralls, and heavy-duty jackets. However, due to fashion trends, the brand exploded with interaction and positive review. Starting in 1970, Carhartt focused on clothing for the public, extending the product line and introducing lines for accessories and shoes for work and social life. With this expansion, this brand turned their company market group from only blue-collar jobs to young active adults also. Carhartt took initiative to expand into a broader line of apparel for everyone in everyday life, creating an inclusive and reliable brand. Presently supporting clothing for women's, men's, and kids of all shapes and sizes, the expansion in their brand provides everyday essentials such as t-shirts, trousers, and jackets. Additional product includes select shoes and accessories, and their infamous coveralls. Carhartt established flame-resistant garments along with other elemental aid clothing, creating innovative new products. This release of element durability was innovated with modern day technology to meet safety guidelines in any situations encountered. Creating such an established brand, Carhartt remains dignified in their work and practices. Over the past 15 years, Carhartt sold over 80 million garments and sourced many of the materials from American soil, staying to their national roots, but also creating many opportunities worldwide and their brand-owned facilities. Now on the next slide, we actually have a few pictures and examples of the items that Carhartt does sell, including accessories for shoes and beanies and the jacket the man is wearing. And then we also have in the bottom left corner, a picture of the coveralls that are infamously known. All right, so we'll be getting into the SWOT analysis for the brand. The strengths that we do carry with Carhartt, it is a niche product. So it's always a necessity. It's staple garments and always dependable. We are accessible in many countries. We expand the brand to reachability and increasing all engagement with many consumers. And the brand itself is reliable. For being a very generational brand, a family-owned brand, it's very unique and the way that they run their business, and they are full-heartedly for the people. Opportunities in Carhartt definitely is collaborating, partnering with influencing moguls, influencer celebrities, definitely would help with spreading just the brand name a little bit more, especially now that it's becoming more popular to the public eye, increasing media engagement with refreshing print and digital advertisement. Not much of Carhartt's revenue goes into marketing, which is an opportunity to grow, definitely to expand that image, and introduction of new apparel accessory collections, allowing fresh new feels for consumers. That is definitely something we see here in the fashion industry today. Companies are always releasing new collection and lines, not just for eco-friendly causes, but also just with spring transitions to winter, fall, to spring and summer. Weaknesses we face as a company is scarcity of market presence, which again was listed in our opportunities. There's very minimal marketing and advertising, but also there is minimal product presentation and informative displays, which definitely help with the consumer knowledge of what the brand is about and what we carry. And then high prices deter the target market. Increasing fast fashion rivalry is accessible. So essentially, with higher pricings and a lot of fast fashion industries coming to the industry, it becomes a very competitive space, especially when people are looking for quick fixes rather than durability, which we are known for. Now, some threats. As the picture listed above the list of threats, there are 5 companies that rival Carhartt, and a lot of them are becoming quicker with their fashion trends and releasing product lines. So that leads into my next point. Competitors releasing similar styles for a reduced price, mainly speaking for fast fashion, but also Dickies and Levi's being 2 examples with durable product, but their prices are lowering. So it does create a more interest barrier for Carhartt. Declining interest due to stagnant brand production and releases. Not many releases are set for Carhartt. So with that being said, it is very minimal in the marketing range for us to appeal in that area. And social consciousness of sourcing material and transparency in the brand. Not the brand does not produce as much transparency as other brands, giving a deficit in what consumer knows about the product and how the product is made.
All right, so I will be introducing Carhartt Renewed. So we have recognized our impact on the planet and have shifted our focus to produce a more sustainable line of products. The line will use recycled materials such as cotton and polyester. It will also incorporate organic fabrics such as cotton, wool, and hemp. This new line will also help us reduce textile waste and CO2 emissions. Our research has provided a sustainable clothing without compromising the quality and durability of our original line. With our new project, we hope to inspire not only the working class, but also the millennial generation to make conscious decisions to help better our planet. We notice that our old practices endangered the planet. Since we have embraced ethical practices, we have also embraced a wider variety of consumers, expanding to conscious and the millennial generation. Carhartt Renewed stays true to Carhartt, but with the purpose to preserve the future of the planet. Right here on the bottom right-hand corner is a little logo that we produced with the Earth in the middle of their original logo. So every Carhartt Renewed product will now have our new logo, where we have incorporated planet Earth to remind consumers they are reducing their carbon footprint 1 purchase at a time. And for our campaign, we named it a Refocus campaign because we want this campaign to enlighten consumers about the importance of wearing sustainable clothing and how easy it will be for them to refocus their choices to be more environmentally friendly. This new extension is made not only to encourage our consumers, but to be trailblazers of sustainable fashion, but to also feel confident in their decisions ethically and fashionably. And right here, this is our storyboard of our new campaign. So we have pictures of cotton, we have pictures of wool and polyester, and the threads of how it would look like before the fabric. And then we also have pictures of garments that would actually stay true to the true essence of Carhartt, but then still be more sustainable. So that's why we have that sustainable right there on a block of wood. And on the bottom right, we said, know your threads, because if you know what you're wearing, you're going to be able to make decisions on what's better for the planet.
All right, now getting into our print promotional plan. As the brand initiates the release of Carhartt Renewed, media teams begin the campaign of promotion through outlets of digital and physical prints, allowing communication to reach a surplus of consumers and create circulation throughout an increase in audience engagement. New marketing strategies such as informational and visual storyboards will be used to appeal to visual sensory using solid earth tones. Development of Carhartt's print marketing focuses heavily on accessibility and awareness, creating many opportunities to advocate and share the dedication of using renewable materials. Many inspirational marketing and tactical marketing advertisements will be made from 100% recycled material. Examples of this inspirational marketing of new branding using recycled materials, emphasizing eco-friendly campaign. The release of renewed visuals will be included within all storefronts. So right below that, we actually have a picture of some examples of what the visual storyboards will include, which are just inspirational fashion prints dedicating to the consumers of outfitting and new range of materials that we will be producing. Now, creating opportunities for exposure, offering the best informational guides along of product display will play a significant role in the brand extension. With guides offering knowledge on incoming products, consumers interact quickly in higher rates without concern of style, fit, and pricing. Creating an ease of shopping and honest brand engagement on source materials are significant features being brought into Carhartt Renewed. Product displayed within ads will also describe Carhartt Renewed as not only a progression into a green future, but a homage to the main branch, picturing many styles returning in a new eco-friendly style to appeal to consumers of Carhartt. Now, with the increased sales of print, magazine inserts, and tabloids, it will display flashy new marketing created to pique consumer interest while staying to the company roots. Now, a lot of the marketing will include a lot of older styles that are going to be revamped and renewed with Carhartt in the eco-friendly sense. So on the right-hand side, we see that there is a display of informational guide of the jeans that Carhartt sells. So we have our dungaree, our loose fit, our slim, and I believe it is tapered, our traditional and relaxed, my bad. Now, this type of informational guide is very helpful for consumers just to see exactly what type of style they're going to be looking for and what they can really delve into and get the knowledge that they're looking for. At the top of this page, we have a little inspirational post that's going to give everybody kind of the essence of what Carhartt will be when they would see in the magazine ads, when they see in informational ads, when they see in newspapers. So it's essentially adding on to the roots of Carhartt. However, it is emphasizing heavily the eco-friendly take that they are now extending into.
So now we have the digital promotional plan. And so this consumer has a very busy schedule, but has easy access to internet and social media. We want them to see our advertisements while they are online shopping or during their downtime. Our social media will have links to guide shoppers to our online website, and some posts will be rich ads using videos to further reach out to customers. Carhartt Renewed will have their own social media pages, starting with Instagram. This page will build a community of users that share the similar interests of environmental conservation. We want to blend the idea of quality, protection, and accessible apparel with the idea of millennial consumerism. Millennials are environmentally conscious and fashion forward. With Carhartt Renewed, we have merged the two ideas to grow our consumer base. This is a consumer base we want wearing Carhartt Renewed. So on the top right here, we have the opening page for their Instagram. So you can see that we have tap to sign up for our exclusive newsletter, 15% off your next purchase. Sustainable practices can help save our planet. And we have a link at the bottom right there so that you can receive that 15% off. And then right here, we go into our Instagram feed where we'll have little facts like we'll have links for recycle your clothes with us for a 10% coupon. We have videos, we have brand awareness, and we have little facts about how you can reduce, reuse, and recycle within the post. On the right-hand side, the ad above will double as a banner ad and between the page ad, which will pop up in between web pages. This ad will be shown while consumers are online shopping, reading articles, and using social media. It will offer users a coupon for signing up for our newsletter and allow them to create a profile through our mobile app. So this mobile app right here is something that we created. And that first page on the left is another ad. It's going to be a rich media ad seen across the internet and social media platforms for users to interact with by a click to be redirected to our mobile app. Once directed to our mobile app, users will have multiple options to explore, leading them to shop, preview the Carhartt Renewed line, joining our newsletter, or discover our social media. So right here, you can see that we added buttons to shop men, shop women's, preview the Carhartt Renewed line. Then there's a button on the bottom where if you click it, you can join us, takes us to the newsletter. And then on the right is that social media. And in the third picture is the join us page where you just enter username, password, submit. And once you sign up, you get 15% off for your next purchase.
All right. Now we're going to head right back up to the top and we're going to see the last page, which is going to be our back cover. and it is also our press release. Now, the press release is going to be stating all of our the brand launch, the extension launch, and states Carhartt has announced their release of its new collection, Carhartt Renewed, in fall of 2021, which will include lines for both men and women that is sourced sustainably. Both men and women lines will start with outerwear, jackets, shirts, and bottoms. All products are made from recycled materials and sustainable grown fiber crops, such as organic cotton, recycled polyester, and recycled wool, to name a few. The construction of the line items will use natural resources proficiently and exercise renewable resource energy practices. The renewed collection will debut online and in select 300 stores worldwide, obtainable August following a virtual sneak peek of the collection's must-have features. Prior to launch, Carhartt is due to debut the series Dedication by Design presentation in July, allowing PR practitioners to emphasize the meaning of environmentally friendly materials, sourcing, and benefits. Following is a 3-week initiative set on all social media platforms, releasing design breakdown and pre-early access and paid promotion, allowing consumers to interact and acquire additional information regarding the campaign from celebrity endorsements, influencer recommendation, and social media focal stories, emphasizing specificities and product development. By adopting newer practices in their supply chain, Carhartt hopes to improve on reducing their carbon and greenhouse gases emission and minimize their textile waste. Carhartt embraces the new future for a new collection to be more sustainable for their workers, the planet, and their consumers. This is the beginning of their planned out initiative to be known as a sustainable clothing brand without compensating their durable workwear. Carhartt strives to better themselves and in the community, providing an easily sourceable and attainable means of sustainable fashion. Understanding prominent effects happening in the world, Carhartt Renewed also donates 1% of all proceeds to charities creating new sustainable materials. And that is our presentation on Carhartt Renewed.